Hi, my name is Noel Davis with Wormiculture, and I'm going to show you starting a new bin from one of your old bins after you do your sorting. So I did a sorting, actually just a few minutes ago I finished, and I thought I would make this video right away before I forget about it or run out of time and all this stuff dries out. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new bin. We're going to use a lot of material from an old bin that I have. We're going to add some worms maybe, but not a whole lot, and we're going to just let that get going. So let's go to how I'm going to create this here. All right. So we have my old, or the bin that we just emptied here, and the materials back here that we just got out of it. So this is, for those that haven't watched, this is very rich organic material. There's some stuff in here that's still breaking down. There are some worms. There's lots of cocoons. I wasn't able to sort them all, but what we're going to do is we're going to restart this bin. And this is something that you're going to be doing if you like to sort your worms like I do. So I sorted mine. They're in this container here with some material on top to keep them out of the light. But what we're going to do is we're going to get this going again. So the first thing I'm going to do is do what I would normally do with these bins, is add paper, or in this case cardboard. This is all shredded cardboard. I should move this over like this so that way they're closer together. Just add a good layer along the bottom here. This is very dry. I will probably add some water to this at some point, but not yet, because this stuff that I'm adding here is very thick. It's a lot thicker than it would normally be when I make these bins, and if it was drier, then I would definitely add water to try to add some moisture. Now, once I'm done with adding some cardboard here, and I added maybe about 1.5 to 2 inches of cardboard here on the bottom, shredded cardboard. Okay, so it's just to kind of keep the base ready. I'm not going to add a bunch of frozen fruits. And these are primarily banana peels, because we eat a lot of bananas in my house. We're going to add a lot of this to the bottom here, or just above the bottom. And I have some mangoes here too. I'm going to add those in. So that's good. We kind of have a spread along the bottom here. And the reason why we're doing it this way is we're going to start with a lot of rich material here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to throw some of this right on here. Don't worry about the fact that it's cold. The worms can take it. Some of them die off. More of them will take their place. So right now, just throwing some of this organic material right on top of this. You can see there's worms right there. Back this up just a little bit more. And this is going to kind of protect this material from your food, I should say, from being exposed for too long and not having enough coverage over it. So there we go. That's a good amount of material, actually. And then what we're going to do, add more cardboard. Get this close again. There we go. And the reason for this is that we need to make sure that everything's covered. You like having a lot of bedding material. If you have enough bedding, your material doesn't turn into this at the end. So, and if you can see, I mean, this just sticks to this. I mean, you can roll this around in here. I mean, look at that. So, it's actually why I'm not using my gloved hand to take out the cardboard and put it over here. And we're just going to put some more of this in here. And actually, we're going to add some more of this material as well to the top. That way we have a good mix. And this is going to dry this material out a bit. It's already starting to dry out from just sitting out so long. This is going to dry out even more. The worms are going to slowly work their way into the cardboard and into the food down below. Hopefully the food will add some more moisture as well. One more scoop here. Now the other thing I will do is I will probably, but I don't have any down here right now, is I will add some water to this. And that is to keep it moist, because this is very dry material. So it's going to need some moisture to make sure that it doesn't just dry out this entire bin. But I'm going to let it sit for a bit. I'm going to let the food kind of soften and heat up. And I'll probably add some water in like a few hours, and once I see how wet it is or how dry the bin is. So, but that's how you can start a bin from material that has this is already pre-composted material. So this is nice, and it's not food for the worms anymore, but it has those microbes in it you need to jumpstart this system. And this is a lot better than just starting with, this has some material on top, but this is better than just starting with by dumping in a whole bunch of worms like this, because more than likely the first thing that's going to happen is they're going to produce cocoons, and then they're going to die off because there's not enough microbes for them to eat, which is what they consume. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and this is just kind of a quick start here. I just finished sorting, which took a lot longer than I thought, so I just wanted to get this done also before I forgot, and all this material dried out completely. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed.